So here's my Bic 250 windsurfer. I bought this for $10 on Craigslist. It had no centerboard or fin. You may be able to find these on eBay. It'd probably take a lot of time, and I'm sure it'd be like $20 per part. So here is the centerboard I made for it. It's just a piece of plywood I had laying around. To hold it on the top, I have 2 pieces of wood screwed on. And then, if you don't have something holding it tight to the board, the centerboard will bounce up and down while you're on the water. And you might pinch your toes underneath it. And it's very annoying to have this board bouncing up and down. So you just put your centerboard in and then make a mark and make some strips to hold the board, your centerboard, onto the bottom of your windsurfer. So it's just 2 pieces of wood and 2 wood screws. I would like to make something out of metal, so it'd be thinner. It would need spacers at the top, and then spacers under the board, so you have a thin piece of metal. You'd have spacers, and you'd still be using pieces of wood to lock it in place. Also with this, you could make hydrofoils. So now you have a locked in centerboard, and on the bottom you would have a piece of wood as a hydrofoil. You can make a hydrofoil for the back fin. So here's my back fin. It's just a piece of wood with 2 pieces on the side holding it tight. And then underneath, I did angle these so they're a little aerodynamic. Maybe I'll get around to making a bigger fin for this and just trying it without a centerboard. Making the fin like twice as long. Here's the underside. So it has a slot for the factory centerboard. I'm just using this front piece, and if you can see, I have a piece of plastic that I had around. I just taped that plastic on. Give it some more aerodynamics and to keep water from splashing up through this centerboard slot. I took this out yesterday. Here's the mast bases for this. They have, I guess, some engineered reinforcing on the sides. I put this foam in here. I'm going to tape it down with aluminum tape. But you do catch your feet on that. I sail with my feet around the mast base quite a bit. So you can see there's an edge and other stuff. It's also a highly textured board. You have to get on it pretty gingerly. It'll scrape you up pretty good if you just climb up and, you know, don't take your chest off and stuff. So, alright, for you poor boys out there who just looking to get on the water, I'm about 200 pounds. This board doesn't sink very easy. Must be about 13 feet. And it's actually a pretty fast board with good wind, over 15 miles an hour. It's okay, you could look on Craigslist or put a wanted ad for a windsurfer. As of 2014, the prices seem to have doubled. They want like $200 for a windsurfer. The last couple of years you could get them for about $100. If you put a wanted ad, that gives you the advantage and you can negotiate the price better. Alright, big 250 windsurfer.